today we're looking at conservation of energy. We've looked at the law of conservation of energy. It says that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be what? Transformed from one form to what? Another. Is it not? Yes, you can either transform or transfer energy, but you cannot destroy energy or create energy. I've told you that using the law of Albert Einstein. Is it not? He said if we destroy energy, we'll get mass. If we destroy mass, we'll get energy. Therefore, we cannot destroy energy or create energy, but we can transfer them from one form to another, which is called energy what? Transformation. Today, I want to look at two important forms of energy that we need to learn how to conserve. Okay? To conserve, you already know what it means. It means to what? To make proper use of. Okay? Not to waste it. We need to conserve energy so that we have enough energy to go around for everybody. Okay? Energy are grouped into two in terms of this conservation. We call them renewable energy resources and non-renewable energy resources. Renewable energy resources refer to resources that can be easily what? Replenished or replaced. Okay? We'll talk of energy that we can easily replenish or replace them. We're talking about renewable sources of what? Energy. Example of renewable energy resources will include the sun, which is solar energy, water, which is hydro energy, geothermal energy, which is heat from beneath the earth's surface. Then we also have what? Wind energy. We also call this kind of energy clean energy because it poses a very little amount of what? Or no amount of what? Pollution. Okay? Then we look at non-renewable energy resources. They refer to resources that cannot be easily replenished or what? Replaced. That is, these resources are limited. At some point in time, they will what? Be exhausted. Okay? And they are not easily what? Reformed. We've discovered that over the years that renewable resources can generate what? Electricity. Therefore, it is very, very good to our environment. Electricity generated by non-renewable form of what? Energy. Okay? On the other hand, non-renewable energy generates a lot of amount of what? Pollutant to our what? Environment. That is why we see there is a drift. Okay, we are trying to drift from using, when I say drift, we are trying to move from using non-renewable form of energy to renewable form of what? Energy. Because of what? Our environment. Chemical pollutants destroy the ozone layer and contribute to what? Global warming. You get it now? So as we are releasing more pollutant from non-renewable form of energy, it is actually causing destruction of our ozone layer. Now, our ozone layer is a layer that protects Mother Planet Earth from poisonous rays such as the ultraviolet ray and intense heat from the what? Sun. Okay? If we destroy this ozone layer, we will expose our body to ultraviolet ray, which can cause sunburn or mutation. I told you what is mutation. Mutation is when your gene, which carries your character or your structure, changes because of chemical what? Reaction with the what? Environment or ray coming from the ultraviolet ray. Okay? It will lead to giving birth to young ones that are what? Not properly what? Formed. Okay, we might end up giving birth to a child that is deformed. Maybe one eye, sometimes three nose, sometimes half hand. Because of what? Alteration or disorder of our what? Gene. So it is very important that we use renewable form of energy to conserve our what? Environment. To manage our what? Environment. Over the last 30 years or so, countries have been what? Trying their best to use renewable sources of what? Energy to generate what? Clean energy. Okay? What are these renewable forms of energy? I've said it before. Wind, solar, hydro, and what? Geothermal. How? We use wind to generate electricity using what we call what? Why? It produces little or no pollution to our what? Environment compared to the mechanism A mechanism is a system that comprises of different functions. Wind mechanism, as you can see, the wind will rotate these blades, and this blade will in turn rotate a rotor which is connected to a turbine, and then the turbine will also transfer this energy to a generator which will convert this energy towards electrical energy. For the solar system, the sun will transfer its energy to this photo cell plate which it traps the energy, and then it will convert it into what? Electrical or stored energy in form of what? Batteries. While in the water or hydro system, water is allowed to move from different heights, as you can see, and then it will rotate a blade, and that blade will in turn rotate the turbine which will now convert the energy to the generator where it is now transferred to what? Electricity. For the geothermal, heat is gotten underneath the earth. Say underneath the earth, yes. That heat is transferred through pipings. These pipings will be used to heat up the steam. The steam will in turn heat up the turbine, and then the turbine will in turn is connected to a generator, and then it will be transferred into what? Electricity. That is how the system works. On the other hand, coal, natural gas, and oil are all types of what? Fossil fuel, and these gives us energy that are what we call non-renewable what? Form of what? Energy. We use coal, you know coal. We use natural gas, we know it. And we use what? Crude oil, is it not? Yes. We use coal to power some old trains, is it not? Yes. And we also use coal to generate electricity, as we have what? Seen. On the other hand, crude oil is what we refine to get fuel or PMS, kerosene, and all that, okay? Which we use in our what? Day-to-day activities. Now, these are actually sending poisonous substances to our what? Environment. It is therefore our responsibility to try our best to find ways to what? Conserve energy and use the cleanest method to what? Produce energy. Do you get it now? We can stop using less of PMS and be using more of electric cars, okay? Which is one of the modern technology now. You've heard of Tesla cars, you know? Yes, that uses electricity that does not produce what? Pollution. So if we use more of electric cars and less of what? PMS cars, there will be less smoke released to our what? Atmosphere. There will be less heat released to our what? Atmosphere. You already know that when a car burns, it generates what? Heat energy. Is it not from our last class? Yes. This heat that is generated is released to the atmosphere. It does not escape. It does not go to space. It stays there. After some time, the atmosphere will release the heat back to Earth. That is what you call global warming. Say global warming. So if we don't stop generating enough heat to the atmosphere, at some point in time, the earth will become too hot for us to stay. And that's what we call what? Global warming. That is why there is need for what? Improvement of this technology. Let's look at a very close example. When we burn coal to generate electricity, like I've explained earlier, there are fumes that come off the fire. Okay? The heat itself is not a pollutant. The water that is being changed to steam is not a pollutant, but the coal that is burning releases what? Substances. Okay? Some of these harmful substances include carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, mercury, lead, cadmium, carbon monoxide, and hydrocarbons, and what? Arsenic. All these are poisonous substances that goes to the what? Atmosphere. That's why you see in these modern days we no longer use more of coal electricity, is it not? Yes. So it is very important that you understand this conservation of energy concept. I want you to watch the video and learn more about conserving and also preserving our what? Environment.
Starting today, I know I'll never need to compromise. I keep on reaching for the stars, and soon I realize I'm higher than the sun. There's nothing they can do or say to ever slow us down. We got the right
back from that video. I believe with this lesson, you now know what is renewable energy and what is non-renewable energy. You now know examples of it, and you now know the reasons why we need to conserve energy. And then you know the energy and the environment. How it is affecting what? Our environment. Which energy do you think is better? Renewable energy or non-renewable energy? Which one do you think is better for environment? I believe you now know it. That now brings us to the end of today's lessons. Remember to always conserve what? Energy. I'll see you soon. Bye.